You mad or nah?
Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Budro, you know that. And today we're going to dissect some BO3 gameplay. This is mainly for those who struggle at COD in general, and what we go over applies to all COD installments. BO3 is just the best one out, my favorite, and it's still relevant. So let's get it. The two most important things that will instantly help you in any COD is one, a headset or headphones, and two, a smaller screen, TV, or monitor. As for your TV, somewhere around the 32-inch is ideal. If you're playing on the living room TV, stop now. The big 52-inch widescreen LCD super slim device is good for Netflix, not Call of Duty. Reasons being, there's just too much surface area for your eyes to react to in a timely manner. And most importantly, the TV's reaction time is too high. If you do play on a large screen TV, you probably notice that you die a lot before you even shoot, even though you might have pulled the trigger on your end. This is because the time it takes for all of your information to go to the COD servers and back to your big TV is too large. And by the time all the pixels come together on your TV for you to actually see and then react takes way too long. With a smaller TV, those micro reactions between the COD servers and your TV happens a lot quicker. So your in-game reaction time decreases significantly. Which, in a game that's life or death, every millisecond counts. And on the other hand, to me, the most important improvement you can make is a headset or headphones. Hearing your opponent before you see them will win you more gunfights. If you can hear where they're coming from and how far away they are, you will be able to position yourself better. And there's nothing better than hearing, "Oh my gosh, you're such a camper." You've been running around the whole map, just strategically placing yourself to win these gunfights. Then you get in the after game lobby and all you hear is, "You're such a camper, you're such a camper." And all you gotta say is, "Man, check my YouTube channel. I'll upload this one just for you." But now you know the two most important tips for the Call of Duty franchise. Once you have the prereqs, it's on to your consciousness. Once in a game, you should always, and I mean always, have these next two things on your mind. And these will be something I point out over and over throughout this series. And they are, number one, the most important thing to always keep on your mind while in any Call of Duty is that there is always someone behind you. Now, whether it's a teammate or enemy, unless you're in the back of the spawn, as far as back as you can get, there will always be someone behind you. Keeping that on your mind will not only save you, but will help you to become more aware, which in turn will make you a better player. The second thing to keep on your mind at all times is what's going on your HUD, your heads-up display minimap. You will hear me refer to the minimap a lot in the gameplay breakdowns, and the minimap is vital to catching those long streaks and just to getting streaks in general. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that me personally, I spend around 40% of the time looking at my minimap and 60% looking at the actual screen. Maybe even a 50-50 split. And if you ask the best players, I'm sure they will say they spend about the same amount, if not more, looking at their minimap. You can navigate the map just by looking at your minimap. And the tip is, your heads-up display, if your own arrow, is pointing and lined up with the enemy dot on the minimap, you will be on target. It's a good way to improve your aim. So, let's recap what we have so far. Before we start, we get a headset and a TV our eyes can navigate from side to side and top to bottom without moving your head. Now, once in the game, we have to keep on our mind what's going on the minimap, and most importantly, there is always someone behind you. Whether it's a teammate or enemy, there is always someone behind you. Now, we got to go over map navigation. So, Treat each map as if that was actually you, the character you're controlling, and it was your own life at stake. So, if you were the one in battle, would you run straight to the middle of the map, hoping to get all the kills? No. You would try to place yourself in strategic areas where you could minimize the different angles you could be attacked from, right? So why not do it in Call of Duty? And the best way to do that is to stay around the outside of the map. Now in this gameplay you're watching, I think I did a really good job at following my own advice. And as you can probably tell, this was a very good gameplay. Double Wraith, double Hater, and double Wraps. So, staying out of the middle of the map eliminates one out of the 4 directions you can be attacked from. Those being your front, your back, your left, and your right. And also, there's less traffic that occurs around these spots on the map. So, now you have time to engage in a gunfight, fall back, regroup, before another enemy can run up on you. That way you have time to actually think about what's going on and what you can do next. The best players in the world always have that what should I do next thought constantly going on in their head. But now you've heard me lay down some of the basics. Let's chop up the video you just saw on screen. Okay, notice how I run directly to this wall and I get as close as I can. This goes to the headset tip from earlier. I'm listening to see if there's anyone who comes through here. That way I can position myself to get an easy kill. So I notice I have a teammate to my left. I'm using him as bait. If there are any enemies coming this way, I don't want to get killed by 2 or 3 of them, so I'll let him go first. If there are any, they will see him first, and I'll let him die. That way I can come in behind and get an easy kill because they'll be damaged already. And boom, what happens? After I get my first kill, my teammate runs into 2 enemies. He damages one and dies. I easily kill the damaged one with the shock charge. Didn't know that could happen. And I outplay the second one with a jump shot from behind the AC unit. Pick off the next guy by staying inside the doorway, but then a wild bracket shooter gets me. But here's where I get locked in. What's going through my head right now is what's going on in the minimap. I see my teammates are all in front of me, so while staying on the outskirts, I know that my teammates are in front, the enemies must be behind me, and I pick off the guy in the no-no zone, the middle. Staying with that same theme, I'm looking at the minimap. None of my teammates are around me, so there must be enemies near. I rush to the back and come in, but wait, my headset comes in clutch. I hear an enemy coming. What do? I get in a good position to pick him off. Then I rush back, checking my 6. At this point, I see my teammates are spawning behind me, so I know this area is clear, and the other team is spawning on the opposite side of the map. Do I go through the middle? No, I stay on the outskirts where there's less chaos. Okay, here I see on my minimap that my teammates are dying over here. That lets me know enemies are around this area, so I let my headset give me a better indication of where they are. I get this guy in a high traffic area, and once again, check my minimap. I see a teammate go to the back of the map and another teammate spawn there, letting me know, okay, no more enemies on this side. They're on the opposite side, spawning in. I put a trip mine in a high traffic area and dip out. So how do I get to where they're spawning? The middle? Nah, I'm taking the safe route on the outside. I almost slip up. I see my teammate to my left and I relax and I make my jump. But luckily the enemy misses his shots. I hear and see where it's coming from and I turn on him. If I was playing on a huge TV, I might have lost that gunfight. I head to their spawn once again. I let my ears lead me, getting as close as I can to the wall, and I hear 2 enemy footsteps. I don't want to rush into a 2v1 gunfight, so I position myself as best I can. I catch the first guy by surprise, and using the wall as cover, like the AC unit earlier, I jump shoot the next guy, taking him by surprise, and get my 2-piece while I'm looking for my biscuit. I find my biscuit, and do I push up? No. Why? I'm thinking to myself, there's always someone behind you. I don't see my team spawning on my side yet, so I know there's more enemies around. I pick off the next guy, and I look for more. You see me turn around and check my 6 until I see a teammate spawn in. Okay, so what's my thought process now? If my team's over here, enemies are on the opposite side. I place a trip mine in a high traffic area and think, let's get to the enemies. Through the middle? No, we haven't so far. So why start now? Just like in the beginning, I let my teammate do the damage while I get the kills. I push up to the wall so I can let my ears do the work for me. And same thing, use the teammate as bait, then I reel in the big fish. I get the Wraith, fall back using my ears once more. Now, you know what I'm thinking. There's always someone. Man, you get it. My trip mine gets the kill for me, and now it's really on. Hater time! Now you can tell where they are exactly, and all you gotta do is play smart and position yourself. Okay, we cleared out this section, we trip mine the high traffic area, and we dip out. Okay, so we picked up 5 kills and the hater's gone. Now back to the basics. Check our mini-map, see teammates spawning on our side, on to the other side. Do we hit the middle? Man, I'm not even gonna answer that. Alright, here's where it gets tricky. We have the Raps in their spawn, but no teammates. So we waited out to see if we get any teammates back here. And we eventually do. So we trip mine the high traffic area, check our 6, because you already know there's always someone behind. And would you looky here, we found us a loner. So, check the mini-map, realize where they're spawning, and go to work. Pick up another for the Wraith, and right here, to me, this is the key moment of the whole game. It takes a while to call in the Wraith, but while I'm trying to call it in, I'm staring at the mini-map. I see an enemy shoot behind me, so I move out of sight, and I call in the Wraith, and I pick up a crucial kill for the hater, because I'm pretty sure he saw me, but they call me Quick Draw McGraw, boy. And the rest of the game, well, that's easy buckets. So, let me know what you think in the comments. Anything I missed that is crucial to your own gameplay, and if these tips or this gameplay analysis help you get any streaks. And until the next video, it's your boy Budro, and you know that.
Everybody rock with me because I'm up now. Took your girl and I'm scoring like I made the touchdown. Swerving in a Lambo, doors go up, not on the bus now. Used to want a G-Shock, now I'm walking with a bust down.